Hey, we are live. Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. It's noon on Sunday. This is Jeff Lichtenstein. I'm the broker owner of Echo Fine Properties, and we're going to bring you three homes today. I'll be in Paloma a little bit later in the show. And Simeone on my bottom left is going to be in PGA National, and Charlie Gale is going to be in the Isles. So we're going to start out with Anne, but in anticipation of Arthur, which is a tropical storm, we brought Charlie Gale here because we know we're going to have some gale force winds coming up. So that's the puns for Sunday puns. So Anne, why don't you take it away in PGA?
That'd be great. First of all, I want to say, Jeff, I saw you all over the news.
Yeah.
That's great. Echo is definitely a trendsetter, and that's just really, really nice to see. Well, I am going to take you to 11 Commodore, and let me get that up on the screen. 11 Commodore is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a community called Bristol Club. Oops, I'm having a little bit, okay, there it is. And this is a great home. It's an end unit home. Oh, here's an open. This is the front of the house from an old open house scene. Let me get to a more current picture. Here it is. And this is the front of the home. Bristol Club is a great community within PGA National. And this is a really, really nice home. They have done a complete renovation to this home in 2018, which included the roof and also interior work, which I will take you through. Painting and flooring and appliances and kitchens and gutters and electrical. So there's nothing that you need to do except unpack your bags when you move in. This is a great shot from the family room. And there are sliders throughout with this great, very neutral electric roller blinds that go up and down. And it just blends in great with the color of the walls and the exterior. Just a nice finish. Here's another shot of the family room, and it's an open floor plan. This is the dining area, and I'll take you to the kitchen in a minute, but immediately across from it is the kitchen. And there's a great slider here for grilling or dining even out here. It's a great little area, nice landscaping, but the floors are a nice blonde color. It's a manufactured wood tile.
Like your hair.
Yes, a little easier on your feet and just a really nice look. And here is the 3rd bedroom or a den. It has a full closet in here. So it is technically a bedroom, but my clients use it as a den. Here's another shot of the family room. And here you see the outside patio area, lanai, and some of the landscaping, which I'll take you to see in a minute. Another view. Here is the kitchen area. And as you see, these very high cathedral ceilings have the great hi-hat lights, and also here in the kitchen as well. So it makes it very spacious. And here is the hallway that takes you to the 2nd bedroom and bath. Another view of the family room. And here is the view from the dining area overlooking the family room. And another shot of the great area here where there's a grill and easy access to go from the kitchen to the dining area with the plated food. Another view of the 3rd bedroom / den. As you can tell, it's very, very open and spacious, light and bright. In fact, the home, the front of the home faces south, so you get a great light from the front. And then in the afternoon, the side of the house is open and bright from the western exposure. Here is a view of the kitchen. These are white shaker cabinets and stainless steel appliances, all new.
And those are great. Those are really good because they just go with the white shaker goes with everything that you can with like we just did our home. So whatever style changes you have. So in 3 or 4 years, if we go away and go into another style change, it's going to go with that. So that's why one of the reasons it's so important.
Yeah. And what they also did was they complemented the white with this lovely like grayish blue. And these are all soft clothes and they match the quartz and the backsplash and all that, which gives it a lot more storage area. And there is a pantry here on the other side. But this is a great area to serve for buffets when you have family gatherings or hosting dinner parties. It's a very spacious kitchen, really nice complement to the cabinets, throughout. And here's a front view from the family/dining area. And you could kind of see the pantry here, which is also a great area for storage. Really, really nice, light and bright. Here is the master, which also has the great slider and with the blinds also, push button that go up and down, Berber carpet, again, vaulted ceilings, just very spacious and open. And here is the master bath, closets, water closet, and a great little skylight, which lets in a lot more natural light. These are complementary quartz tops, as well as the new, drawing a blank on cabinetry. And of course, the ceilings are very high here. Just a great, great look. Take you down the hall to that study or the third bedroom. Also nice, great windows, great light. My client installed great fans with lights and chandeliers. All of that stays with the home. The furniture is negotiable. This is the second bedroom, also very spacious, great window, great bank of cabinets and closets here against the other side of the wall. And then also, let me just take you back again. This is also a light Berber carpet, very tastefully done. This is the same quartz, but a darker style vanity. And this is a tub shower. We'll take you outside. This is the sun coming over afternoon and about 1 or 2, then this whole area, except for underneath here, is basked in sunshine, really very open and airy. My clients did a great landscape job, including the rocks and the trees. And what are these, Jeff? Eureka pines? Is that what they're palms?
Yeah, they are. And there's a lot of money that they put in there with them,
yes.
with all the rocks and the patio. It really came out really nice, but it really makes it into a terrific home.
Very private. So if you have young children or pets, very safe, a great area to play in for both of them. And also this patio goes all the way around the back to that dining area that I had mentioned. So it's seamless and just all goes together. It just is a lovely, lovely look. Here's another look from the patio area. And this is the dining area. And again, it's seamless, just goes all the way around. Another look. It's very large yard here. I think you could get the depth of it, but it's a great area. Really, really nice yard. Again, another look. And here we go at the front. So this is a great home. The list price on this home is $399,990. Again, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, 2-car garage, great, great light, very neutral. And I would love to show it to you personally.
Let me give you a little bit of information too on PGA, and where Ann's at too. There's terrific community pool. The entrance sign. There's a sculpture. All the Channing homes, and Channing was the builder in there, have a sculpture. So whether you're going to Bristol or Barclay Club or Villadastra, they have the beautiful bird fountains. That's all PGA Commons. That was another one where he went overboard with all the sculptures. But PGA itself is located in Palm Beach Gardens between PGA Boulevard and North Lake on the on the south side. It's directly across the street from the Turnpike, about 2 miles, I would say, from PGA, from I-95, and then on North Lake, about the same, maybe 3 minutes from the Turnpike from there. There's 4,961 homes. There's a couple of new built since this came out last year. There's, on the custom side, there's 43 unique communities. Ann was in Bristol Club. That's one where they have smaller single family, zero lot line homes, but there's everything from custom to it range from 2,500 square feet on up into 8,000 square feet, condos, townhomes, you name it. 5 championship golf courses, and then they also PGA hosts the Honda Classic that brings in Tiger and Rory and all the players all over the world. Phil Mickelson just moved here to escape the taxes of California. 32,000 square foot clubhouse that was built. There's 19 tennis courts. There's 2 pickleball courts, giant health club with indoor pool, and then there's, as well as an outdoor, and then they have a very large croquet club. There's the map that you can totally see where where it's at. We're zooming in right now on the resort, and then you can see the to the right is where they have the 7 waters of the world, and then the health center itself is kind of right in front of you. To the left, we see the flags. That's where the practice putting green is, and then there's a members only club that's in there. It's not mandatory to join, so about 75% of people who live at PGA have nothing to do with the private membership, and it's not attached to a home. But if you want to, it's very affordable, and they have social tennis, on up into full golf. That's the front of the resort that you're taking a look at now. There's doormen in there, and they have 4 different restaurants. That's the resort style pool. So anyone who's a member can use that. They get discounts at any of the restaurants and the shopping and everything to do in PGA. There's the famed bear at the Bears Trap. That's on the Nicklaus course, the champion course that they play each year on the Honda. It actually hosted the Ryder Cup once in 1983, which was a very prestigious big deal. All the homes most of them at least they're on lakes and golf courses, and all the communities surround all this. And there's a lot of private, there's preserve and natural areas that they left open. And you'll see these also some areas where you'll get hundreds of birds who migrate over at night, and that's where they make their home, in whites and pinks and blacks and all sorts of beautiful colorations of nature that you'll see. And then throughout the day in PGA, you'll see people rollerblading and walking and bike riding, and there's just private trails. So it's just a pretty area that's by everything. There's the 2 pickleball courts I was talking about earlier, basketball, court, and then all the tennis courts in the back. That's the health center that you're seeing right there. And then on the distance to the left, that's where the members club and the whole resort is. And you can see some of the homes in the distance. Tennis is a big deal for a lot of people, and it's a terrific tennis program. They're clay courts. They're lighted at night, as well. So there's a few different shots just around PGA. You can just see how much open space that they left. If you're a member of the club, you also, one course each day is designated for members only. And then there's an estate course. Yesterday we were out at Bay Hill Estates showing you a home, and that's the estate course. It's about 4 miles down the road. It's on the border of Palm Beach Gardens and West Palm Beach by Aviles, but it gives a little bit of variation. So it's pretty easy to get times and enjoy all sorts of stuff at an incredibly affordable type of price point. This is Villa d'Est, which is another Channing neighborhood. Builds beautiful these neighborhoods that he builds. This is one of the custom neighborhoods over in Preston that you see. So that's a little bit about PGA National. If you want to get in touch with Ann, and Ann knows not only PGA, but she's lived in PGA. She's been in the area 20 years from up north originally in the Connecticut area. And then she and her husband are out at Ibis, but they know all the clubs and Jonathan's Landing, and she's terrific to work with. So Ann can be reached at 818-5215 or Ann at echofineproperties.com. In anticipation of the tropical storm coming, Gale force winds coming, we're with Charlie Gale. Charlie, tell us where you're at. And let me Now we can hear you, I think. Go ahead, Charlie. Charlie, I think you've got to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it was so much wind that we couldn't hear you.
You couldn't hear with all the wind that was blowing through. It was very, very noisy.
What's the background of Gale, by the way? Where did that, what's the meaning of your name?
Gale?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people say it's for strong force winds here in South Florida. Anyone who's experienced a hurricane has said that, you know, that the gale winds are what everyone needs to be aware of when you're in South Florida. So the good part of that is when you're here and you're looking for real estate, Charlie Gale, I'll answer all your questions for South Florida. But Jeff, just wanted to thank you. I'm here in the community, the Isles. And one of the things that you had mentioned, this is a Devasta built community that is in the northern part of Palm Beach Gardens. It borders up to Jupiter. It is on Hood Road, just south of Hood Road, on Hood Road and Military Trail. To tell you a little bit about the Isles was built in 2002, and it has 379 homes in the community. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the community first. And the community itself is a great community. It is not a membership required community. It has, if I can get out of the way here, it has tennis courts, a really, really beautiful pool area. And it has an indoor rec center that also has a nice ballroom that you can go into and you can play cards or you can do whatever you may. It has a rec facility in there that has all state-of-the-art equipment, exercise equipment. So it's a beautiful area. You know, as I said before, there's a lot of activity in there with people playing tennis, riding bikes, rollerblading, walking in the community. It's really, the community's really laid out. It's a beautiful community. I am actually today at 849 Nieman. And to tell you a little bit about 849 Nieman, it's like I said before, it's a Devasta built community. It's one of the more popular models within the Devasta family. It's the Oakmont model. And why the Oakmont model's popular here in South Florida is because it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a den, over 2,000 square feet, living square feet under air, about close to 2,700 total square feet. So, I want to give you here now a view of the property. As you can see here, the property is located, it has a really, really nice lake view on the back part of the property. The front of the property faces east. So with the front of the property facing east and the back facing west, it is a very, very light and bright home. As with most of the Devasta homes, as you can see, it has built-ins here. And these were really popular back in 2002 when this particular home was built. It has high volume ceilings and sliders located throughout the home. So what that means for you coming to this particular community or home in South Florida is it's very open. You get a lot of natural light, a lot, whether it's earlier in the morning and in the sun's coming up out of the east or in the afternoon when the sun's setting in the west, it's beautiful. As you can see, it's very spacious. It's got a really, really open floor plan. Has plenty of room for a full dining room table just off of the great room, family room area, and a very open kitchen. So as you can see, the property, it's tile pretty much throughout except in the bedrooms where it has carpet, but white tile. It's so light and bright. You wouldn't even believe how much sunlight, natural sunlight gets in. The master bedroom, if I can, you know, faces west. There's a, as you can see here, there's a slider. Great, long lake view out of the master bedroom. I want to share with you the second and third bedroom now. Very spacious. The second bedroom, as you can see, faces somewhat east, so there's good sunlight in that. And then also the third bedroom. Very spacious inside. You know, because you're in Florida, a lot of Florida, you're going to look at outdoor living. And I have to show you the back patio area. For those of you that would want to add a pool to this particular property, there's plenty of room for a pool. And covered back space so that you can grill out here, you can entertain out here. With it being, you know, a westerly view, you get great sunsets. It's just amazing. The home is fully covered with accordion shutters, And for those of you who live in Florida or haven't lived in Florida, the accordion shutters are great to have because basically as the storm's getting ready to come in, you just go out and you lock them up. The great part of this back area is a lot of times when you have a back screened in enclosure area with or without a pool, you have to find places to put all of your outdoor furniture. With this, because this is enclosed, as you can see here, here's accordion shutters. All you need to do is close it up. You can put everything on that back porch area, close it up, storm passes through, you open it up, put your patio furniture back out, and it's great. In
our area, we have no covered area, and we're stuck with the metal shutters because we just didn't do them. And so when something is going on, we literally take our patio furniture and throw it into the pool, which is a trick. But then you got to get it out, and hopefully you don't see the chiropractor. This is that easy, and it takes 2 seconds, and everything's locked up. And so it's a wonderful thing, especially if you're a snowbird or you're older and you're like me and not very handy with taking hours to get metal shutters up.
Yeah, and Jeff, I'm the same way at my house. You know, when the storms are coming, all the furniture goes in the pool or it comes in our main living area, and it's no fun getting it in and out. So I agree with you completely. I want to share with you. Here's from the back patio. Here's the long lake view, and I have to say, in the evenings, for those of you who have westerly exposures, the sunsets here in Florida are beautiful, especially this time of year. You know, it's just amazing to sit out there, barbecue, sit out and talk, enjoy family, have family over. It is just a great setting within the community because it's such a long lake view, and it really lets the sun set, beautiful sunsets. For families that are in the area, you know, I've lived in Palm Beach County. When I had children, I lived in Altamont Springs. We moved back from Altamont Springs to the Jupiter Palm Beach Gardens area. And one of the things that really drew us to this area was the school systems. You know, for this particular community, this community has retirees in it. It also has a lot of families that live in it because the school systems here in the area are very good. So whether it's your elementary school, middle school, or high school, just phenomenal schools in the northern part of the county here in Palm Beach County and throughout Palm Beach County. So
well, the other thing is too, we have, and people from the north don't really know this, but we have these charter schools and very specific. There's a good shot from the back, but we have these charter schools that are, and even middle schools where you can specialize. Like Jade, for example, my daughter's 16, and and she went to a school for debate and middle school that was a specialized school, but they have medical, they have legal, they have culinary, band, where you can pick your middle school that you go to after elementary. And then it's really the same thing for high school. Both our kids chose to have some specialty. Sam went to G-Star, which is a film school, and they teach all the history of film, and then you do a lot of hands-on filming, and whether it's animation or all sorts of things. And our daughter goes to Dreyfus, which is an art school. And some people do all sorts of different art, whether it's dance or music. She's in the communication, program. But there's all these different specialties within Florida that when I grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, you just went to the high school. You didn't have this type of opportunity over here. So I think it's an advantage.
Jeff, I agree with you 100%. My son is good friends with Jeff's daughter, Jade. And what's unique is Jeff mentioned that, his daughter goes to Dreyfus. My son goes to Suncoast. And Dreyfus and Suncoast are constantly in the top 100 schools, high schools in the nation. So for those, people that are concerned moving here about the school systems, a lot of people are surprised once they do some of the research. The schools here are very good. There's some really good opportunities.
We were surprised. We moved here 20 years ago, and now the town was half the size at that point too. But Dreyfus still exists. I think G-Star just came on right afterwards. But it's really excellent, and the history of it's terrific. The house that Charlie's at too, besides having the sunsets, and if anybody watching out there, I'd love to know what your favorite outdoor exposures are. But it also has a side yard that you can see right over Charlie's the other way.
Let me go the other way.
And there's really a lot of room between that house and the other house. So you get all this extra light that's coming in and green space with this one. It's just, and the view is totally, put the view back on.
Yeah, the view's amazing. I mean, it's stunning, Jeff. You know, you, like you said, you have good side yard there, but you also have really good backyard from where the patio ends all the way down. And one of the things about the home, like I said, the patio, if you decided to put a pool in, you could put a really, really nice pool in there. You already have the screened in enclosure, so there's plenty of room for a pool. And you know, who wouldn't want to sit out in that backyard?
Go back to that shot too. You know, because you have a low roof line, you're getting good. That's probably a picture I'm sure was taken in the morning, because that's coming from we'll take that coming from the east. And so it shows you're getting good sun on your pool, but the sun also is coming directly in from the south. So
Correct.
What you get when you have a western exposure, you get your sun. Your best exposures, I always think, are the south and the western, but it also depends on, is there a 2-story next to you and what's coming in. So when you're shopping for a home, it's important that your realtor, points out a lot of these types of things. But a western exposure usually gets on the patio and pool area, good sun from the south and the north, as well as the west. That sun starts to come around noontime, or so. So that's southern and western exposures. But any home, you have to look at what's around it and what's coming in. But that added green area that's off to the north side of the home brings in all sorts of lights, and it's pleasant to look at because it's all open and and stuff. Suzanne Slade is watching, so hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne.
And then the community has a lot to offer as well, right, Charlie?
Oh, Jeff, absolutely. You know, the community itself, as I said, it's not a larger community. It's got 379 single family homes in it. It offers everything from tennis to a rec facility to a billiards room. So it offers all of that, but at the same time, where it's located, you're literally less than 5 minutes away from the Palm Beach Gardens Mall. You're less than 5 minutes away from downtown at the Gardens. There are so many, fabulous places to eat right very close to it. You can go to, Seasons 52. There's a Brazilian chop house around there. You're 15 minutes from the beach. You're 15 to 20 minutes from the airport. You're so centrally located there that there's nothing you can't get to really easy.
So if you want to take a look at this, let me give you Charlie's. Charlie, put your information up.
Yep.
So Charlie, Gale, and Alina says hello. Charlie and Suzanne says you're the best. So
thank you, Suzanne.
And no, not even your mother. 561-319-3742 or Charlie at echofineproperties.com. And Charlie, if we have a tropical storm tomorrow, will you be showing homes?
I certainly will.
His last name is Gale, so even in gale force winds, Charlie will be there for you.
Yeah, anything under 60 miles an hour, Jeff, I'm good.
All right. So that's Charlie Gale. So I'm going to bring you to one more home. This is in Paloma, and Paloma's not too far from the Aviles. It's off of the same road on Military, and it's in between Donald Ross and PGA Boulevard. So right between the Gardens, and it's got a Gardens address, but it's right by Jupiter. So you've got a couple hundred restaurants right at your disposal, and all the access roads to 95 Turnpike, about 15 minutes from the airport, about 5 to 7 minutes from the mall, and close to the beach. Paloma's a double gated community. It's gated on, there's 2 different entrances. There's 2 different sides to it. And then there's, a community pool and tennis courts and all the different things it has to offer. It's a newer community. And this was built, I think, in 2013 altogether. Impact glass. You can tell from here, it's a cul-de-sac location. I'll show you a little bit closer up picture, but look at the view out in the back. This is a western exposure, and it's all preserved, and it's got a nice big backyard as well. So the lot is just sensational, and offers you a lot. Let me bring you a different. There's an entrance to Paloma, and I'll show you a couple different pictures around. There's a nighttime shot of it, totally gated. There's some lake views in there, beautiful pool area. Some other shots of the pool. And so so let me go back up and I'll show you, and then one more shot of the entrance over here. So that's it on the cul-de-sac itself. There's about 4 homes on this street that are on the cul-de-sac. So around Halloween time, it gets packed. You've got low density traffic, and if somebody has kids or wants it's just terrific for that. This is right by the entrance to the home. It's got a living sitting area in here, and then this beautiful staircase that that winds up to the second floor where most of the bedrooms are. Dining room right by the front entree that's in there. Beautiful floors that are oversized porcelain tile, and then this is this sitting area or living room right off of the entry when you come in. Lots of windows and crown molding throughout. House is over 3,300 under air, 4,300 total. For those of you new to Florida, under air or living square feet, it's also called, is everything that's under air conditioning square feet. So think of your bedrooms and your family room and all your living area. What's not included in living area would then be your patio space in the back or patio out front, and then your garage. That's in the total square feet. Total square feet, there's over 4,300 square feet. So about 1,000 square feet of total that are extra with including the garage. Beautiful kitchen, stainless steel appliances, center island with granite, and then they mixed up the backsplash, and then beautiful wood stained cabinetry. And it's an open concept type of a floor plan in the kitchen. So the family room's right off of the kitchen, and then these sliders that open up into the pool area. This is a den that's on the first floor. So pretty office. And then as you go upstairs, it's got this just giant master bedroom suite overlooking the preserve. And then within the suite too, double vanities in the bathroom. I'll go right in between where the tub is, but you have one to the left of me and one to the right of me. So as they say right now, good social distancing. Exercise room that's off of the master. You can make this into whatever you want, but that's really good, and you've got a nice view if you're using your treadmill or you're doing a little bit of exercising. A couple different bedrooms in here. There's 3 bedrooms altogether. There's 4 bedrooms altogether, 3 guest suites. There's another one complete with all the toys. And then there's 4.5 baths in this home. So 4 full bedrooms, 4.5 baths. Great shot of the outdoors. And this really has the whole package. Western, beautiful preserve view, but it's all treed. So you're not getting, really hit with, direct sun also coming from the south on your pool. You can see all that green space in the back. So, if you have a yard and have dogs or cats, it's just perfect. Spa. And then there's a covered area too. So, if it's raining out or sun's a little hot, you can escape in there. Plenty of room to lay out with paved patio and side yard and there. So a lot of room for kids to run around or to garden and plant or, especially for dogs. Everybody has dogs, these days. And then there's a good aerial, shot of the, the home to finish up on. So this is on Paloma. It's on Aviles. Within the, if you look in the comment section, all the links to all the homes that go right to our website are, will be there, as well as the subdivisions and the contact information for both Charlie and Ann today. And then there's some other good information there that'll show country club fees and some other information that might be handy on buying and selling a home. And then, so that's going to be it for this afternoon. Then at 1 o'clock today, as we've been focusing on local businesses, we have Maddie's Gelato on at 1 o'clock, and we're going to be featuring Maddie's Gelato there in Juno Beach and really make fabulous gelato. Taco Chulo's, we're profiling at 2 o'clock, and there's an interview there. Taco Chulo if you look up Hole in the Wall, best restaurants, Palm Beach County, that's going to be one of them in the top 2 that's going to pop up. And then Cruise and Tiki's is going to be at 3 o'clock. So if you've got a local business you want to profile and do an interview and showcase, we'll be happy to do that. We've been doing that every day throughout the week. Every day we're going to be doing 3 to 4 different businesses, and we have 3 homes to showcase every day. If you're curious on the market has been incredibly active. Turned on a couple weeks ago. Our company, we have 18 under contract in June right now. So our June is really looking good. Inventory in the state of Florida, or I'm sorry, not inventory, but showings. I looked as of yesterday, and they're 9.4% off at the same point last year. So if you consider what's going on right now with the pandemic, and Florida to be 9.4% off, it's pretty amazing. That's not much of a change whatsoever. Other states like Illinois was 25% off on showings. New York, as of yesterday, was 49.4% off. At one time, we were, if you go back to the mid-April, 65% off. But just to open it up, Charlie, we were talking about a little bit earlier today. You're seeing a lot of activity, from people up north, especially who are looking to get out of the northern climate. You were talking about somebody in Ohio, another person that was in the city. Can you expand on that just a little bit, just going into the market?
Yeah, I have, recently been in touch with clients in the Northeast parts of the United States that are really looking to make Florida their forever home. Because of the pandemic, it's really kind of brought to light just everything that Florida has to offer. So recently, within the last 3 weeks and pretty much through the pandemic, I've had new clients from the Northeast, and I've had clients that I've worked with for a couple seasons that are now really serious about buying that forever home and moving here. They want to move here. They want to be away. They want to have the open area that Palm Beach County offers, and they want to come to paradise finally. This has helped them make their final decisions.
The other reasons that we're seeing, and we get a lot of internet leads and social media leads, and our leads are coming in pretty strong right now. But what I'm hearing, and I was talking to Sylvia, one of our agents, yesterday about it, and my dad, who did a couple rentals yesterday. We're seeing movement because people don't want to be in really urban, high density areas. So whether that's Chicago, New York, Boston, Philadelphia, people are more concerned about their tax situation right now. And those extra dollars, where Florida has a 0% income tax, where, if you go out to California, it's 13%, and a lot of the northern states are, 7% on up. So that becomes, more money in somebody's pocket. And, we're also finding that people can work more remotely. That was, I think, what your comment was, Charlie. You had somebody where it was a complete remote. You had a couple of people who were telling me it doesn't matter where they live. Is that right?
Absolutely, Jeff. With all the technology today, I mean, you look at the Zoom meeting we're on. You don't have to be in an office to have meetings anymore. Technology's really allowed so many companies to and so many of the employees to work remotely. And as you said, with the tax base here in Florida, it's a great time. I think we're going to see a lot of movement from a lot of those states you mentioned. But yeah, I have a few clients of mine who are deciding to move to Florida out of the Northeast because they can work remotely now. So
there's also a lot of family discussions going on at the moment too. That I have a couple of friends in Chicago, and both right now, talked to one out of the blue yesterday, and then another one, and they're thinking about it. And is their business transferable? And a lot of people are finding that it is. Or I have a friend who's in Chicago, and there's 50 different people who work at a media company, and they're finding that they can work from home and they're not missing that much. And I said, could that person work out in Florida? And the answer is yes. So I think there's some people who do need the office environment, and you do lose some things, and you've got to check in with it. But a lot of businesses, it doesn't matter. Somebody can work remotely, especially if there's already some good synergies, with the company. So I think we'll see movement there. And then the other reason is the weather here. I think especially as we get closer to the fall and it starts to get colder, once you get into, people start once you're in the August months. But our activity level and our inquiries are just way up. So that part is, really good to see. in here, just because our density, we're not overpopulated, and we got a lot of room, and there's the ocean and all that, and beaches that we have. That's a year round. It's a very different lifestyle when you move here. There's I was talking about with Adam Bendison the other day, and just how much activity there is, whether it's boating or going to the beach or snorkeling or golfing or tennis or just going outdoors in January in shorts. You're done with all the winter things. And I try to explain to my kids what, the ice scraper is on a car, and, it's like a foreign object, but it's a much more enjoyable type of lifestyle in South Florida. Ann, are you liking living here full time?
I would never go back.
Yeah, it's once you come here, it's impossible to go back.
Yeah,
So,
it's amazing.
So that's it for today. So for Ann Simeone, Charlie Gale, and myself, and Rob Morrow, I think, is out with the kids at the pool right now. So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.